We are still tracking Tropical Storm Beryl as of the 4 p.m. advisory, 60-mile-per-hour winds and moving to the north and west. Right now, it's not able to strengthen very much. It's been encountering wind shear and also dry air. But as it gets closer to the Texas Gulf Coast, we could see some quicker strengthening. Expected to be a Category 1 hurricane before making landfall on Monday and then weakening very quickly once after it makes landfall, moving to the north and eventually to the north and east. But remember, the effects can still be felt well outside the cone. That's why these alerts are stretching over a very large part of the Texas Gulf Coast. Hurricane warnings now in place for much of the Texas Gulf Coast, from areas south of Corpus Christi all the way to areas south of Houston. To the south and east of Houston, tropical storm warnings in place for tropical storm conditions expected as the system moves through. So again, far-reaching effects from this system, including really heavy rainfall that's going to bring a flash flood threat into Monday for many parts of eastern Texas and even back into portions of Oklahoma, Arkansas, and Louisiana as well. On our stretch of the Gulf Coast, mainly dealing with a high risk for rip currents on Sunday, down to moderate on Monday, then a high risk back on Tuesday of next week. So make sure to be very careful at our local beaches. Some isolated showers and a few storms this evening, but most places have been quiet. It's been very hot today as well. USA Health Providence Hospital All-in Credit Union camera, 88 degrees right now. Feels like 100 though. It feels really hot. Pensacola Unity Fiber camera, just a few clouds off in the distance. 89 is the current temperature, but feels like close to 100 degrees there as well. Again, current temperatures upper 80s and low 90s for most spots. A few spots might be a bit cooler if they get a brief shower or storm this evening. But these feels like temperatures and the heat index values tell the story. 102 Loxley, 103 Leakesville, 104 Monroeville, 104 in Crestview still, close to 100 for it feels like temperatures in Pensacola and for Walton Beach. So always remember to drink plenty of water, take breaks in the AC during this heat. It's going to be hot all the way into next week. By 7 p.m., a 40% rain chance. Could still see some scattered showers and storms. Those rain chances will eventually drop off. Should be quieter into tonight, but more scattered storms are expected into tomorrow. 50% chance you need the Green & Phillips umbrella. And here's how it looks on the News 5 predictor. Again, some scattered storms into tonight. Might not see that exact coverage, but again, isolated storms are definitely possible in our northern spots this evening. By tomorrow morning, some isolated storms at the coastline, but overall pretty quiet. We get a better batch by the time we hit midday into the afternoon and evening as those storms slowly push to our northern spots. By 5, 6 o'clock, still some isolated storms possible. And then once again, it'll be quieter by later in the evening and overnight into Monday before more scattered storms on Monday. So again, going to stay unsettled into next week. Feels like temperatures feeling like around 105 tomorrow. It's going to still feel very hot even if we don't have heat advisories in place across the area. Rain chances stay elevated all the way through Tuesday and slightly lower for Wednesday and Thursday as after Beryl pushes through. Might get some slightly drier air over the area, but still keep the rain gear handy as isolated storms will still be possible by the back half of next week. The heat definitely continues though, low to mid 90s over the next several days. A little bit cooler, just a hair into Tuesday with extra rain chances then. Overnight lows sitting in the mid to upper 70s. A high risk for rip currents on Sunday, so be very careful on our local beaches.